It's June 27th. And we just had another large rainstorm, one after another. We had about 5.5 inches of rain in just the last 6 or 7 days. Good for my rain collection. Look at that interesting pattern. Look at that. That reflection. It's amazing, isn't it? Just by the dripping water into the barrel. Well, anyway, it's almost sunset, and my figs, which I spoke about in my last video a few days ago, that I put into the greenhouse to protect them from the excessive rains and winds, they're doing fine, as you can see. Well protected and happy and healthy. And as soon as this rain stops, and I don't know when it's going to, every day it seems, I'll be pulling these out of the greenhouse back out under the sun. This will be actually a very short video, one of my shortest videos perhaps. And here you're seeing all the work I've been doing. So much work, really. Some dead trees, some trees I had to take out, some bushes, some old stumps that had to be yanked out of the ground, which eventually, once they dry out really well, will all be burned right there in that location. And after the farmer has harvested his wheat crop, the winter wheat crop, which would have probably been by now if it hadn't been for all this excessive rain. So all is well. I'm going to release a video tomorrow, maybe on the 28th or 29th, I don't know exactly, which I took about, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, but I posted another video about my container figs before I did that, even though I took the video about the container figs first update afterwards. So I'm going to post that one about, it's going to be a progress report, first update on the in-ground fig trees, which I really would like you to watch because I'm going to talk about a lot of things. And I ended that video, and it's a long one, so let me forewarn you. It's a long one, but I go over a lot of principles about in-ground figs and how they taste better overall, for sure, than container figs. It's a well-known fact, but you won't hear it much, but it's true. And I've spoken on this subject before several times, but I go into a little bit more detail about in-ground figs. And I'd like you to watch the video. I think you'll enjoy it. And I stop with these. This is my fig garden, little fig garden out here of multiple varieties, which wintered very well. And I speak of that in that video, which I'm going to release in a day or two. But it was too long. And so I didn't speak on every specific variety like I did the varieties that I have around the house and in the microclimatic conditions that protect them from wind chill and from the cold a bit, because the sun beats up against the house and warms the bricks, and I go into a little bit of that. And they did very well, but surprisingly, even though it went down to 8 degrees Fahrenheit, that's cold. Surprisingly, these fig trees survived, every one of them, out here in the open, and there's no protection whatsoever from the winter winds. None, as you can see. So I'm pleasantly surprised. They survived last year too. We've had several years of moderate weather. I wouldn't say it's the warmest that I can recall consecutive years. I remember patterns of warmer winters for longer periods of time over the years, many years. But it's certainly one that I took advantage of. I didn't cover my figs, any of them, and they did very well. Now, and I talk about this in the video I'm going to release soon, but let there be no mistake. There will come a time, and this is my experience, when we will have a pattern of cold winters in a row, and they will all be killed in 7A, where I am, here in New Jersey. All of these figs will be killed to the ground, period. That will happen. It's inevitable. And so if you have a valuable fig tree growing, don't take a chance. Cover it. I have several locations, and I am fortunate that way, and I'm getting older now. I'm at the point where, if I lose some fig trees, I'll just grow up the new shoots and I'll start them over again, and I'm happy with that because I'll have fruit in other locations. I have a location in 7B, and they never freeze there. So I'll always have figs, and I have my container figs, which you just saw, and I made a video of and posted it yesterday, I believe. And so I'll always have some figs. And so I also go to places and I buy organic figs that are there for sale in Lancaster and different places, and I get dried figs, and I also buy figs in places like Trader Joe's when they become available and they're fresh during the season, like in July and August, and I take advantage of that, and so I've always got plenty of figs, and I don't have plenty of energy anymore as much as I had before, and I couldn't possibly cover all these trees, and so pretty much they're going to be left to struggle through the next few winters. I hope that I have mild winters. I'm hoping, because so far I've been having a great time with them, and I've been picking so much fruit every year, just tons and tons of fruit in both locations. So I even have some of these growing over our son's house and near my office building. So I actually have more than 2 locations. I've got figs everywhere. So I just wanted to tell you that. And to let you know that there will be a video released probably tomorrow or the next day that will talk about the other figs in the other location around my house here in New Jersey, which you will want to see because they are just doing fabulously. And I talk about a lot of things that are connected to growing in-ground figs as opposed to container figs. And I have both, of course. And I talk about this fig too in that video. I just talk a little bit about these. And so I'm going to have to save going into detail about these varieties for another video. And I will. And hopefully it will be interesting. And you'll be able to pick up a few pointers about some of these varieties and some of my methods. So I've got some more cleaning up to do. I'm still in the middle of a lot of work, as you can see. And we will talk about that another time. Thank you for visiting. Good day.